Music is so loud. Hey, baby girl. What's up, Ari? Oh, someone's fighting. Oh. Whatever. Why is there a pop-up? Oh, that's a new feature. Hi, Shannon. I almost forgot. So my days are all screwed up. I almost forgot what day it was. Oh, my goodness. I know. I switched my days for work. I normally work Mondays, and I switched it to today, Tuesday, because I was training with a lady, and so it messed me all up. Like, I don't know what day it is. I'm all confused. All confused, baby. I'm all confused, baby boy. Hey, Drogo. Sorry. Hi, Kate Kelly. Hi. Yeah, it's been. I'm ready for school to be over. It's just exhausted and tired. Ugh. What am I? I don't. And now I'm zoning out. Cat's making noise. What you doing? Anyway, how did y'all like the book? I didn't forget. Almost forgot. How did you like the book? I got a signed book plate because this was an Owl Crate book. So it also has where is it? Well, it did have like signed letter, but I don't know what I did with it. I lost it. It did have a signed letter from the author, but I may have lost it. I don't know where it went. Huh. I don't know what happened to it. I know. I forgot, like, this is because this was a reread for me, and I forgot how much I love this book. But I'm currently writing my queer pirate book, and it's just like, oof, this one just gave me all the feels. Sorry, I have like dry skin right there too. ADHD is strong tonight. I'm just like distracted by everything. The beginning was a little cringy. I originally gave this book only 4 stars because I thought the same thing. And then this was my reread of it, and I'm like, you know what? I love it. So I ended up giving it 5 stars as a reread. But I think I thought the same thing. Like at the beginning, I'm like, okay. But once we find out like why she's acting the way she is and all it's all like a ploy and twists and turns and all the things. And yeah, it's YA. Yeah, it's a young adult book. Yeah. Although it did have like some spicier moments almost. But yeah. Yeah. When I first read this book, I gave it 4 stars because I'm like, it started out a little and then but I rereading it this time around, I loved every second of it. But it's probably because I like could go into it already knowing basically what was going to happen. I couldn't remember everything, but I knew like I don't know. I knew the basics. So like maybe I don't know. Maybe that's what made it a little bit better. I don't know. I haven't read one. Yeah, that's another thing too. Like YA is so angsty. This is yeah. I can't. This hasn't been the first YA I've read in a while. I want to say that I read. No, maybe this has been the first YA that I read in a while. I'm currently reading. Well, it's naked, as all my books always are. But I'm currently reading Blood Marked. I'm literally just hit like the 50% mark of Blood Marked, and that's YA. But so that's kind of got similar like angsty vibes. So I don't know. It is weird after reading, so many like middle grades, and it is different. Maybe I'm biased as well because I'm writing a queer pirate book myself, so I'm a little biased. But I'm like looking at my shelf trying to figure out what YA books I've read recently. Oh, don't you love her? Oh my god. It is that's what I love most about these books. And like it says like up here, like it says like Lady Jack Sparrow, and that is so true. Like she's got wit, and she's got sad, and she's badass. Like how much time I wanted, like how much I said at the beginning of the year I want to read as many badass, women as I can. Yeah. I forgot how badass she was. I really, really enjoy her character so much. She's so just confident and fun and just badass. Badass. Wish we spent more time with her crew. Yeah, that's what my book's for. No, I think we're gonna spend probably a lot more time with, I hope, in the sequel. And there is, like I said, there is a third book coming out. I don't remember what it's called, but there is a third book coming out this year or next year. We didn't we look this up already? You guys are going to answer it before I even get there. Oh, look at those covers. Well, aren't those pretty? Where's the new? You guys have probably already answered. Yeah. This fall. My nose is all got freaking like cat hair stuck on my nose. It's like tickling me. Pirate, yeah. Kept knocking heads together. Yeah. She's stronger than she looks too. Like she's just, and she's trained to be a pirate. And like I think like so many people like underestimate her, and I don't like how she was trained, but like she's badass. Oh yeah. Yeah, I didn't when I first read it either. Yeah, I didn't. That's the wrong one. When I first read it, I didn't know that there was going to be like that kind of elements either. The siren elements. Yeah. And that was before the sequel got released because I got, it when it came out in Owlcrate. So like we didn't even know anything about the sequel. We didn't know that there was going to be a sequel. So like yeah. So the sequel, like the title is kind of it's a little, not really a spoiler, I guess it kind of is, but yeah. So I didn't even, it's crazy. I'm cold. Turn on my little space heater. Yeah, the escapes, getting information. I also like her and Ryder. Is that his name? Ryder? The like love interest. Raiden. That's right. Raiden. This is the first time I've actually finished the book ahead of time. I finished it on Sunday or Saturday. Saturday? I think I finished it Saturday. Usually I finish it like the day of, but I knew that I was switching days this week. So I'm like, I'm going to get it done ahead of time, which I never do. November. Oh, see? Yeah. I also her father's. Her father's he's trash. I mean, yes, she's badass, like, but she shouldn't have to be badass, you know? She has to be badass because of like the world she lives in. And she's like really like come up on her own, you know, and like formed her own crew and everything. And that's just, I don't know, it's pretty cool. Last night at 3 a.m. That's usually what I'm doing. I'm usually finishing it like the day of, like an hour before, you know, we go live. But no, I finished it on time. I think I read it all in one day too, which is, I think is what I did the first time I read it. But yeah, I think I read it all in one day because it isn't that big of a book. And I've been reading like crazy amount. It's my escape from schoolwork. It's my procrastination. I've read how many? I haven't been doing any videos for YouTube. I've been failing because school has like taken over my life again. But I wanted to do a wrap up for January and then I wanted to do a wrap up for February and I never got around to it. I put off doing a wrap up in January because HarperCollins was like, right when I was going to upload it in February, HarperCollins was like settling their deal and I had like a book or two that were HarperCollins books. So I'm like, I'll wait to see if I can talk about these books. And then I just kept putting it off. And then next thing you know, now February has passed. But I've read 53 books already this year, or 52 because one of them it's saying that I read it twice and I did not read it twice. Yeah, I've read 52 books so far this year. Last month I read 49 books. I don't know. I don't know how the fuck it happened. No clue how this is happening. Just devouring stuff and not sleeping, I guess. Trying to escape schoolwork as much as I can. Finished last. Oh, I already read that. My character names are Alosa, Ryan, and Draxton. I like. Is it Kyrian? Killian? What's it? The guy who's always drunk. Who at the end of the book, like Callaghan, who. Yeah, I think it's him. Is it him? Kyrian? No. Kyrian. No, Callaghan's someone different. Kyrian is what's his face is yeah. Kyrian is the guy who like, oh my goodness, is the one who like is the drunk, and then at the end of the book he sees the one like the assassin girl, and he's like in love with her instantly. I love it. I'm like, can't wait to see how that goes. I hope we expand on that. Yes, please. Yeah, there is Callaghan too, but I can't remember who the hell he is. I just saw the name Callaghan, and I'm like, who the hell is that? The one who is like superstitious. The hell's his name? What is his name? Edwin. I think. Edwin, something like that. Yeah, there's so many characters. Yes, I need a character card just for my own fucking book that I'm writing. Like, there's so many. It's like so hard to keep track of everybody. It's a lot of books. How long till school is done? May. Yep. May 13th or something is my graduation. May. I had a graduation nightmare last night. so I had to look it up this morning. Yeah. It's the 13th. I don't even want to like do the whole graduation ceremony thing. And now I'm having nightmares about it. So I really guess I don't really want to do it. But Reading has been very slow this year. Hey, who cares? Take your time and read. If you like force it, then I've learned that if I like force it, then I don't read as much. If I just like chill and like just read, I end up reading like a shit ton because I'm more chill about it. I don't even make TBRs anymore. I just read whatever the hell I want to read when I want to read it. I used to make like TBRs, and I tried at the beginning of the year making TBRs again. No, it doesn't work for me. It doesn't work. I've learned it doesn't work, so I gave up. But oh, pop up. Get out of here. I think ebooks are the reason that I've like ebooks are the reason like I've I think that's why I've read so much this year. Like well, and last year too, were ebooks because it's easier and it's the reason I complete series better on like when I read ebooks because like I just go, oh okay, I'll just get the next book. You know, because it's like, hey, here's the next book. I'm like, okay, let's go. And then I just dive into like the next book. And I think I don't know. I read a lot quicker on the e-reader. I think because I get also like ADHD, I think I get distracted easier with physical books sometimes. I don't know. I'm all over the place. I like to mix. Oh, and who is the spy? Who is the spy? It's like you said it in German. I don't know. I don't even have like a guess because we don't really know that much about like her dad's crew. So maybe she's the spy. No, I don't think so. Did I make more progress? No, actually, last month, towards the end of the month, I didn't make like any progress in my book. The past 2 months have been pretty good so far, but towards the end of last month, I had like towards the end of February, I had like a paper due, a project due, like all this, a million things at once, due at once, and I just got overwhelmed. And this actually helped me with this little map on the front of the ship because I've been struggling with the layout of my ship. Like it's in my head and I can see it, but like it also, I don't know, this little map helped. It helped. And then like her crew but it also made me a little intimidated because some of the scenes are like a little too similar to what I've already written. And I'm like, oh, maybe that's why I wrote that because like I've already read this book and it was like somehow like subconsciously. And how many different ways can you really write pirates? I don't know. I've been feeling like a little like, I don't know, unmotivated with it at the moment, uninspired at the moment. It'll come back, but sometimes I just got to take a break and step away from it. When school is going, it's just so nuts. Look at that cat creeping. Why is it so blurry over there? It's like so fuzzy. Who is it? Drogo. Hi, Obi. Hey, Obes. Boop. I think that's Drogo. Can't even see him when his back is turned. Yeah, 2 more months. I know. It's so crazy. It's so crazy. I am so ready. I want to cry. I'm like so ready. I don't know what I'm going to do with myself after that. Like after school's done and I don't have school like constantly taking up my time. I don't know what I'm going to do with myself. Read more. Finish my damn book. But yeah, it's going to be nice. I am so ready. I'm just over school. It's just exhausting. I'm getting too old for it, guys. It's just so tiring. Yeah, ebooks are great for late night. Yeah. I like the only problem I have is ebooks are like I get caught up in them at night and then like next thing you know it's like 3 in the morning and I'm like, oh shit. It's 3 in the morning and I've, read 3 books and haven't left my bed all day. German is Oh man, I know. Now that I have an office gig, my poor patties, they get so tired. This one, like, so like, like you click, you do that. They use the clicker finger. Everyone knows how to work a mouse, but for some reason lately, my like bottom of my finger has been like, I don't know, like from the clicking, it's like been getting like, I don't know. I don't know how to describe it. Like chafed. I don't know. It's just this finger. And it's not even like, it's not the tip or anything. Cause like the tips of my fingers are pretty like calloused because I play guitar somewhat, not good. But so they're like calloused already from like guitar. But like right here, this part of my finger is not used to clicking. And it like, yeah, it's getting like chafed. Like sometimes when I have like rough days at like work where I'm clicking, it like, first world problems. Yeah, I like that too on ebooks. How they show you. What are you doing? What do you do? Cat knocked something down. Whatever. Sure they're fine. Is he fine? What do you do? I gotta check them. What? Oh. Oh, they jumped on top of the thing that goes the like I forget what it's called, like the toilet stand that goes behind the toilet. Like I have a stand that like sits behind the toilet and has shelves, and then like up top, one cat jumped on top of it and made all kinds of noise. But anyway, yeah, these cats, and then you have this one just like watching in the corner. I forget what I was saying now. Ebooks that show you like how long you have left. Yes. I accidentally turned mine off on at one point, and then I couldn't figure out how to turn it on. I had to Google it because I felt so stupid. And here, just all I had to do was like tap, and I'm like, what the hell? I accidentally turned it off, and I hated it. I'm like, no, I need to know how much I have left. Yeah, I'm like so over it. Like school is just tired. I'm just worn out with it, and it's just becoming repetitive and exhausting, and it's all the same stuff. And I don't like any of my classes except for one. Like I like my my Euro Arab cinema class. Like that's an interesting class, and I really enjoy it. But other than that, like my other classes are so boring, and I'm just like, I just want to be over. I just want it to be over. But it's just. Yeah, the time remaining. Yeah. Take some handbrakes from work. I know. I'm getting first world problems. My clicker finger is getting exhausted. Yeah. Well, all I needed was credits this semester, and like everything was just like online, whatever classes, like the most boring classes. Um, One of them I'm not like, I don't know. I just like didn't even put I just did a paper, and it's like the worst paper I think I've written my entire like college career, and I just didn't care. Like I just did not care. And it showed. Like I got like a 79 on it, which is like the lowest I think I've gotten on a paper since like ever, because I just did not care. I'm like, this is the most boring topic. This is going to be the most slapped together paper. I hated it. So, but I have another one to write next week's. No. Yes, next week. So I think I'm going to get started on it this week. I say that, but I have ADHD, so I probably won't. But I don't know. I'm just over it. It's just boring. It's just so boring. These cats are so bad. My neighbor is like blaring music too. Did you guys figure out that Losa is a siren? See, I didn't even catch on when I first read it, and she sang to him. I'm like, the fuck? And like, I mean, this was before I started like writing my like pirate book and all these things and doing all this research into that kind of stuff. And when I read, I'm like, she's singing? What the fuck? And then when she gets caged was like when they catch her or whatever, that was like the bigger reveal that she was like the daughter, you know, of a siren and whatever. Yeah. And this time reading it around, like those scenes were way more intense. Like when she drags, oh my God, I already forgot the Ryden. I already forgot his name. The love interest that I can't fucking remember. When she drags him like down into like the depths of the ocean. Ryden, yes. When she like drags him down and like because she's like succumbing to like her siren nature and like forgetting like about those scenes were way more intense the second time around. I didn't remember any of that. Like that, they were goddamn. She's fierce, man. She's fierce. And that fact that she like changes when she's in water, sick. So cool. So cool. Yeah. It was a surprise for me when I first read it. Yeah. Definitely. Yeah. Like when she was because it wasn't explained. Yeah, it wasn't explained. It was just like she sang to him and I'm like, "What?" And yeah, it wasn't until like she got caged and that I'm like, "Oh, shit." Yeah. Yeah. That stuff was so cool. So cool. Oh. And I really like her and Ryden's like banter. I like her as a character like completely. I love her like I don't know. I just like her confidence and like she's just I don't know. She's badass. And I know she like hates that part of her, like when she has to like use that siren like part of her, she doesn't like it. But like that's power, baby. Use it. Yeah. It was a great twist. I am so excited for the next book because I'm going in like I'd never read the next book, so I have no idea what's going to happen in the sequel. Not a clue. But I do love her as a character, and I'm like so excited that like, well, I'm excited that we chose to read them now because like now they have that like that new book was announced, and you said that comes out this year. When did this one came out like forever ago? This came out in 2018. And now there's a new book coming out in 2023. Could you imagine? Could you imagine waiting that long? I mean, I waited that long to reread it and read the sequel because that's me. But like, could you imagine having to wait more than that? Like, oh my God. Without knowing that there's going to be like, I'm interested to see how this one ends now because like, does it end on a cliffhanger? Or I'm assuming it's going to because it was initially supposed to only be a duology, so I'm assuming it's gonna like wrap up. But I don't know now. But I'm excited. And like Shannon said, I think Shannon said that I hope we get more of her crew in this one. There's so much of like the crew dynamics in my book that I'm writing, and it wasn't until not last semester, but the semester before that. Not last semester. Yeah, the semester before that like I got to meet my crew. Because they were very elusive for a very long time, and it was really extremely frustrating. And I finally like sat down and wrote, and I finally got to meet them. And like so, like now I'm like obsessed when it's in books, like with the like found family crew type elements. Like I love like those dynamics in books, and just as much as I love writing them, like especially with like a queer novels, which I like to write queer stuff as much as possible, but the one, I don't even, it's not even on purpose, it just happens. But I love found family. Yeah. Group of misfit types characters. Yes. Yeah. Yeah. I love that kind of stuff. And it's like, and it's kind of like forced proximity as well. Like all these people are forced to like be in this little, you know, space together. And it's all these different personalities that may or may not conflict and have, you know, their own interactions with each other. And pirate ships are just fun for that. Yeah. So much fun. What are you doing, Ari? She's just being rambunctious. Aria? Ari? She's in the sink. Oh, I wonder what's going to have Draxon. That's a very good question. I think he's going to be fine because of being Raiden's brother. I think he's going to be fine because obviously she won't do. Where's my chapstick? Obviously, she won't do anything to hurt him because she likes Raiden or loves Raiden, whatever. But so I think he's going to be fine. I think he's going to spend some time in that cage, though. I think he's going to spend some time in the brig. I think he's going to be in there for a while. But I bet you they're going to like need him for something, and she's going to let him out. But yeah, I don't think she'll kill him at all. I could see her dad like taking the initiative and killing him, like behind her back. I could see that happening. But or having like someone on her crew like do it behind her back, but I don't think he will. I mean, I don't think she will. But and then she would probably turn on her dad because like obviously that's like the man she loves brother. So like I don't know. But I do think he's going to spend quite a bit of time in the break. I don't see him coming out anytime soon. Oh yeah, I think she's going to turn on her dad too. That's what I think too. Cuz like she's extremely loyal to him, but I think like with Raiden, she's starting to see like how much of that loyalty like isn't deserving. I think Raiden's going to show her like she deserves, you know, she deserves love and she deserves it unconditionally. I think he's going to be a big factor in that, which is not my favorite trope, but I think she's going to finally see her worth. But I don't know. But yeah, I think this book is definitely going to be her turning on her dad. I think. I also want to know more about her mom, though, and I'm hoping that we get that in here since it's daughter of the Siren Queen. I want to know about her mom because she's like the first known siren hybrid person. Like she's the only one of like her kind, supposedly, and I want to know if there's like more of her out there, or if this isn't like such a like a thing that like they act like she's like the only one, and I find that hard to believe that she's like the only one. I don't know. Yeah, I think Drax. Yeah, I understand how Draxon became who he did. I understand how he is the character that he is, but yeah, he's trash. I understand how he became trash, but or maybe we might also have like a scene where like Raiden has to choose between his brother and her, and it comes down to that option, which he's kind of already decided. be real. But don't know. Well, Raiden already killed his dad. Why does he just kill his brother too? That's terrible. That's terrible. The map in the glass. Oh yeah, that's right. The map in the like the side of the ship in the glass eye. So cool. What a cool place to put a map. But what happens if like you hit like a strong storm and like you end up losing? That seems like a very precarious place to put a map. I'm just saying. I mean, she really had to dig in there to like pop out the eye, but like I'm just saying, like, eventually wood erodes and you gotta change things and you gotta fix things. That scene, I'm like, wait a minute. But for the sake of YA, it's fine. It's fine. Yeah, if we believe her father's story, yeah. I don't know. Like, I don't know if I believe her father's story, because usually sirens take advantage of the men. Maybe he took advantage of the siren, which is what like they intended to do when they went in there anyway. Those men were intending to take advantage of these beautiful women they saw in the lagoon, but it didn't turn out that way. So her dad doesn't seem like the loving type. I don't know. You telling me he just like gave up struggle and was just like, what a way to die? I probably would too. Okay. Yeah, I probably would too if it was like a siren. Yeah. I mean, they're really scary though. But I would probably just be like, okay. I wouldn't struggle. Just let it happen. Let's end this. What a way to go. Oh yeah, I couldn't remember if they knew where it was or if they just like. Yeah, I don't think they knew where it was. I don't remember. Yeah, because didn't they? Yeah, because he knew that she was sneaking around. Raiden knew that she was sneaking around. So like they let her find the map because they didn't know where it was. I'm pretty sure that was one of the twists. Right? I think. Wasn't phased about losing. She's fixated on getting it. Yeah. Yeah. She was just like, yeah. Yeah. She like refused to get beaten down. She like was like, I'm getting this map. I'm getting this map. And then like, and every single night, like coming out of her cell every single night and sneaking around that ship every single night, even though like she would go a whole night without finding the map. And then like, okay, well, we'll try again tomorrow. Like I would have just given up. I don't have whatever gene she has. I've been like, fuck it. This isn't here. Oh yeah, I don't know. I honestly don't know what's gonna happen with that relationship. Yeah, exactly. That both the sirens and the men visiting the sirens had both the same intent. Yeah. 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 Well, we've heard her like we got to see like her father there towards the end and like I don't know, he just seems through her stories and through like that small interaction with him, he seems like a person. Like it's hard to tell what kind of person he is, but it's also like, I mean, some of her stories were like he would keep her locked in a cell and like starve her so that way she like was forced to learn endurance and he shot her, which is like all of that made me think of was like Kick-Ass where he like shoots his daughter like when she's got the bulletproof vest on, he like shoots his daughter, so that way she can know what the bullet feels like. But like that's all I thought about was like he's doing all this stuff to daughter. And I get that like he's trying to like build her up but like all those stories, I'm just like, it's your daughter, man. I'm like, but also he was the only one to train his daughter, and like they do live in a pirate world, so I can see where he's coming from. So yeah. I think he uses her more than I think she's like you said, yeah, I think she's an asset to him. I don't think he views her as a daughter. But that's just from that could be me bringing my own baggage into it too. I don't know. But I'm sure we'll find out. But like cuz like when he boarded the ship with her, like when he came to the ship or whatever, and like we got that small interaction with him, he was like very short and like just like, where's the map? Where's this? Did they learn this about you? Like he was just, I don't know. Just seems like he just views her as like another crew member or another thing to own, and rather than a person. But hey, I don't know. I could be bringing my own shit to it. He questioned her in front of people. Yeah. I thought that. See, that's another reason why I like think that he views her as like he doesn't respect her at all. I don't think he respects his own daughter at all. I mean, yeah, enough that she has like her own crew and she's set up. I mean, she's only like 17 or whatever. So like she's set up with like her own crew and everything. But like I think he just views her as like another puzzle piece to move around his board. I don't think he views her as highly as she views the way he views her. Did that make any sense? That's not even a sentence. Like she's like she's like, I think she's overconfidence in him, but she kind of has like Stockholm syndrome when it comes to him probably. But like she's like that one scene, she's like, he wouldn't have sent anyone else but her to do this job. And I don't think that's true. I think he would have sent anyone. I think he sent her because she has like the siren abilities and he knew like what she could do. And he knew that she would be his best chess piece to move. But I don't think he actually likes her at all. Unlike loves her. Sorry. I don't think he has love in him. But hey, again, we'll find out. But I don't know. Him and her mother. I mean, there might be like a flashback scene. That would be really cool. But I don't want to spoil myself. That would be more. I want to know. Maybe I want to know the story from the mother's perspective because all she's ever heard is the dad's perspective. That's why I want more with like her mother, which I'm hoping we get in that book. So, because where were the puzzle pieces were supposed to like the puzzle pieces? The map pieces were supposed to all go to, was it a Siren Island? So like maybe that's where we're gonna, I hope we meet the mother. I really want to meet the mom. To treasure. Oh yeah, it's like that one. Yeah. It's like an island that's like full of treasure, right? Like all gold and stuff. Yeah. Yeah. I remember somewhat. But yeah. I don't know what's gonna happen. Yeah. I don't know. I'm spoiling myself. I'm like looking ahead. Yeah, so they just need to, there's only 3 pieces, which is crazy. There's like 3. It's interesting. I don't know. I'm excited. I'm intrigued. I wonder where it's gonna go. I don't know. So many like theories. Yeah. Yeah. Because I don't know if they knew, because I think this was her debut. I think. I don't 100% know, but I think this was supposed to be her debut. Yes, this is her debut novel. And I know she did. I own like so many, like not so many, but I own so many of her books. No, I own the first book in the other one of her. I own one of her other books. I can talk, honest. I mean, besides Siren Queen, Warrior of the Wild. Yeah, I own that. And I think I own Blade of Secrets as well, which is like her two of her other books. Yeah, I think I own both of those. Oh, and I own The Shadows book. I own all of her books, but I haven't read. What? There's a ride in this chapter? Where was that published? Is that like a special? It's probably a special thing. Because I think Warrior of the Wild is like Vikings. I think badass Vikings, probably woman. Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's like Vikings, I think. But I own that one. I own all of her books. Like, but I just haven't read any. I think I read this one. I think one of them came in a. I think one of them came in an owl crate. Probably one of the other ones. But then, like, I don't know. I'm pretty sure I just became obsessed with her after this book. But yeah, yeah. I have Blade of. I have them all. I have all of her books. Pretty sure. I just don't have. I don't. Yeah, I have The Shadow Between Us, which is one of hers. I have, which I don't even know what that one's about. That's about a Shadow King. Sweet. They all sound like they have badass women, like which is why I think I read Daughter of the Pirate King, and then like I knew that I loved this book so much that every time she put out a new book, I'm like, buy it, even though I didn't even read them. And then there's Blades of Secrets. That one's like that one's got magic in it. Blacksmith. Ooh. And then yeah, Vikings is the other one. The Warrior of the Wild or whatever. But and then yeah, the new Vengeance of a Pirate Queen is the sequel. Oh. Okay. Okay, never mind. I don't want to spoil. I just got spoiled for something, kind of. I don't want to spoil it for you guys, but it's not that much of a spoiler. But the third book it's in this. I don't want to spoil it for you. The third book isn't really a third book. Like the Vengeance of the Pirate Queen is not. It's technically not a third book, but it is. At the same time. Once I read the blurb, I'm like, oh, not the summary. Oh, okay, okay. I only like glanced at it. Yeah, yeah. This is technically a duology, technically, but the third book is still in the same universe. It's still a third book, but it's not a third book. Does that make sense? I mean, if you end up reading like what it's about, which I didn't, I only saw a blip, and I'm like, oh, okay. I was gonna say because like the cover, okay. I'm like, who is the character on the cover? I'm like, okay, never mind. I'm done. Because the other two books, the covers, like the newer covers, look different. The third book is set in the same world, but it is not the same characters. That's spoilers. It's not really a spoiler. Yeah, the cover is clearly not a Loso. Yeah, because the other covers, I have these covers, which I really dig, but like the other covers had, because they have a whole new set of covers, which are like real people in the covers. And it's like, it's a white girl with red hair. And then the third cover has black girl. And I was like, wait a minute, like that's not Alosa. But it's actually, I don't want to spoil who it is, but I am even more excited now for the third book though. Now that I know who's in it, I'm really excited. I also really love the cover of like the third book, especially now that I know who that is. Oh. But anyway, yeah. Yeah, so technically this completes the series, but it also, the third book is set in the same world, just different characters. So I'm even more excited now though, now that I know who it is. So I'm okay with it. I'm really excited. The Raidens chapter, see, I don't even know where you get the Raidens chapter, but it is 1.5, it says. So it would be in the middle of this one. It'd be right after this one, I would assume. But I don't know where you can read that. I don't know where the hell you'd read it. It probably was something like she gave out to like, I don't know. I don't know where the hell you'd even get it. Oh, who's that? It's Sansa. Was she ready for bed? What are you doing? Sansa. She like is thinking about jumping up there, but nope. She decided against it. But yeah, I'm even more excited for the third book now though. I think I pre-ordered it like forever ago. Like I pre-ordered it. But the second they announced it, I'm pretty sure I pre-ordered it, even though I hadn't read the second book yet. But yeah, I'm pretty excited. Yeah, it was probably a promo chapter. Sometimes they give out those little, like, I don't know, little things. Or sometimes they have books that have like an additional chapter in it. They might, like, maybe with the new editions, maybe they have like an additional, because sometimes they do that with like, yeah, the back of book 2. Yeah, I don't have it I don't have it, not in this edition, but they might be in the other editions. But sometimes they do that with like Barnes and Noble sometimes, or different bookstores will get like a deal, like a promo deal, and they'll be like, now with exclusive new chapter or whatever. So it might have been one of those, but I don't know where it is. But I'm excited for the book now. Or newsletter, yeah. What is she doing? Oh, you can't even see her. She's creeping all over the bed. You can't see her, but she's out of frame. But what are you doing, Sansi? Sansa? She's probably mad because she's like, why did we not take a bath? Why are we sitting here talking? But God. Now that I've seen the new cover for the new edition, now I want these books with all the new covers. Because that one's gonna arrive with it's gonna arrive with the new covers, because that's like what they're making them in now. So this new book is going to have the cover that you see, which matches the revamp of these. So like these aren't going to match that. But also, do I need them? Because this is technically complete. So like, that's technically its own thing, but not really. Maybe someday. I'll put it on my wish list. Goodreads says it was, yeah, I pre-ordered book 2, yeah. Yeah, I pre-ordered book 2 instantly right after finishing book 1. Did I? Yeah. Because I didn't read it. They took a little bit to announce. Well, I took a little bit, I think, to read it. I don't think I read it right away, right after I got it, because I don't usually do that. But I do remember, yeah, I'm pretty sure after I read it, I pre-ordered the next one. Once they announced it, yeah. I pre-ordered it. It was an instant because I love the first one so much that I'm like, yep, I need to know more. Oh, see, that's the only thing. That's the only thing I like about Kindle. I hate that, like, I'm supporting the Amazon monster with Kindle. Oh, look at her, little cat loaf. Little cat loaf. She looks like Hannah. She looks like Hannah from that angle. It's so creepy. But that's the only thing I like about Kindle is like you can link up the because Goodreads is owned by Amazon as well. But I like that you can link up the Kindle with the Goodreads. I love that because like it saves me. I would never remember how many books that I've read. Someone's got the zoomies. I would never remember how many freaking books I've read on that thing if it wasn't for that. Like, because I read so many more books on the Kindle, and the Kindle remembers. Then it's like I have it set to automatically add it. Sometimes it glitches and it says I've read a book twice, or it says that I've finished a book when I haven't even like started a book. I just like downloaded it. I didn't even like open the thing yet, but those are easy fixes. But yeah. If you pre-ordered book 2, oh, I pre-ordered book 2. Book 2 came out and what did we say? 2018? There is no way I got that in my email. There's no way I saved that in my email. Maybe I read it and just didn't even know that I read it. It's probably not in there. I probably don't even have it anymore. If I ever got it. I probably read it if I did get it, but no, that's a lie because you don't want to know how many emails I have. Well, there's 3,000 in that email. Let's see. My main email 22K. And that's after clearing it out a bit. 22K. 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 It has a percentage on Gmail? This one's Outlook, I think. No, this is Yahoo Mail. This is old school. So much spam. Everybody, give us your email. Give us your email. And it's just like fills it up. And it's like, then you unsubscribe and it doesn't even do anything half the time. You still get the emails. I'm like, what the fuck was the point? It's just so annoying. And it's just impossible to keep up. It's impossible. Josh always asks me that. Josh has like 300 emails and he's like clearing it out. And I'm like, I hate you. The other day I was like looking over his shoulder. He had like 20 emails. I'm like, what? How do you only have like 20 emails? He's like, because I check it every day. And I'm like, who checks their email every day? Like, and sifts through it every day. You know how many emails I get a day? Like, you're 25. I try all the time, but on some to-do list, watch 0 inbox videos. I don't know. I tried to do like 20 minutes a day, like sifting through, deleting, going through. And like then I forget to do it every day. And then I get it's 22 fucking K. Like I'm never gonna catch up. Why even bother? That's true too. Because like then everything is already in there. Like everything's always in there. My work email, 0. My work email, I have a folder for everything, every project, everything that comes into my inbox, I move over. Like, unless it's something that my ADHD brain needs to remember to follow up on, then sometimes I keep it like right in the inbox, but usually it gets put in like an archive folder, like immediately. Like my work email is the only email that is like that. It's the only one. But that's because I need it to be efficient, because I need to actually, use it more often. Whereas like personal email. Yeah, I just search for anything. Yeah. I just search. I don't do any. Yeah. I use that a lot to like delete things too. Yeah. I'll like search like I'll just search like Chewy, because I'll get like 30 Chewy emails and I'll just delete all them out. And Chipotle sends me like 3 emails a day and I'm just like, delete those. And even if you like unsubscribe, they still come in. So I gave up. I gave up doing the unsubscribe thing. It doesn't work. I've tried marking things as spam, and that doesn't work either. And I'm like, I give up. David's T sends a lot. It seems like every like company sends like 30 emails a freaking day. Like mine is like ridiculous. Like every day. I get like so many. And I subscribe to a lot of like Book Riot. If you like Book Riot, which is a really, really cool website. And like they always have like cool, they'll send you a bunch of like ebook deals. Like they'll tell you the ebook deals and they'll send them out to you. And they have all the book news, and they also have like a ton of like giveaways and stuff, which I've never won a single one, but they have a lot of giveaways and stuff. But to sign up for the giveaway, you have to sign up for a newsletter. And I'm like, I get 30 newsletters from you guys. Like, I don't need any more. It's like, no, see, like, it's just. But I always save the Book Riot emails because I actually do read them somewhat, just not all the time. And Michael's sends 30 emails. Them and Domino's. It's like, what is this? Adult fantasy? Oh, they're doing an adult fantasy box for Owlcrate. You can join the wait list. Huh. Adult fantasy. I know that Rainbow Crate is doing an adult queer book crate soon. It's like Rainbow at Night or Night Crate or Rainbow Crate at Night. I don't forget what they're calling it. They're doing this is completely random. I don't know why I clicked on see this is what happens when we get into emails. I think they're doing a Rainbow After Dark crate. And I cannot wait for it to launch. It's gonna be $60 though. Oh, but it's like it's like redesigned covers. It's like I want it. Want it. I'm like, I hope that they mail me about it. They'll email me about it, but I won't see it because I'm not in. They're doing a romance. They're doing it like a smutty book, but queer book box, and I'm so fucking excited. I know, but look at these books. Okay, hold on. I think I showed you one last time, but I just got a new one. Look at these books. This was last week. This was the week. This was the week. Month prior. So like in the YA one, you get 2 books now in the YA one, and one of them's like an indie book. But look at these. Like, look at these books. Okay, well, let's hold off on these ones. These are like, you get like a regular one and then you get an indie book. But like, so like these, what I like is they not only like give you the regular cover. I should really be a marketer for them, but that's the regular cover. They give you the regular cover and then put their cover over top of it, so you have both covers. Not that it matters to me because I will make the book naked. And you know, it comes with a signed book plate and all that. But it's not even that. Like, this is why I'm excited for the After Dark one, because like I can't wait. Like, okay. So anyway, see, that's their cover that they did. This is the original cover. And I like that they do that because then you have both covers, but they're indie books. These, you know, because 2 books come in a box, a regular one and then an indie book. Do you see these edges? And that's not even like, so it also gets like a pretty cover. The underneath, when you make it naked, is gorgeous. The end pages, that's like the book thing that came up. The end pages are gorgeous. Like this is the other one, the name bearer. Like, are you kidding me? Like this is why I'm like really excited. Like $60 for the adult box might actually be worth it because I don't know if the books end up being this pretty, I might be sold. Like, and then like the nutritional fact, they do a nutritional facts label, and it's like it tells you how many pages are, and it tells you how many chapters per container. But then it tells you like the representation in it. So like this one has sapphic, non-binary, plus size, Latinx, Afro Latinx, and then the genre, which is Latin inspired fantasy, which I like that. I like that it tells you like those things, but it does it for every single book that has like a cover, a pretty cover. But then it tells you plot, demographics. Like this is 50% adult, 50% YA. It tells you the point of view. It's kind of, these books are kind of sick. I'm just saying that Rainbow Crate, they are my favorite book box. I subscribe to them and Owlcrate, but like I think if I had to get rid of one subscription, I would get rid of Owlcrate. And I love Owlcrate because I love the goodies that come in Owlcrate. Like these book boxes come with goodies as well. And they always come with a magnet. Like that's Leah and what's her face? My God, I forgot her name. Shit. That's they're from Leah on the Offbeat. But like they always send a magnet with like a cute little queer couple. Those 2 are from Gideon the Ninth. Not that I've ever read that, but they all have. So oh, I dropped it. But like they always send like a magnet too, and it's all Rainbow Crate. No, Rainbow Crate and Owlcrate are different. They're completely different companies. But anyway, sorry. Yeah, they're doing it. I like I said. So yeah, they're crazy. Crazy kitties. Get out of it. Nutritional, yeah. Yeah, and even like the YA ones, not the indie ones, but the other ones, like the main published ones, even they have like their cover that they make. They have the nutritional things. Like this one's 125%. This is 100%, 125 grams of young adult. This one's entirely young adult. But it always comes with a signed book plate and all that too. But yeah, it's just like Gideon the Ninth has been on my TBR forever. And I know it's going to be good. I just think it's going to be like a dense read. But see, I really like the boxes. That's what I want. I want it's supposed to launch. I guess I should really check my email, huh? It says to subscribe to Rad separately when subscriptions open in March. So, but they're quarterly boxes. They're not going to be monthly. Rainbow Crate is monthly. But you get 2 books. You get 2 completely redesigned special edition queer adult hardcovers each quarter. It says that they are determined to create the most amazing special editions they can. They are not holding back. I mean, it's kind of worth it. I mean, with how beautiful they are, it's kind of worth it. And they are hiring independent artists for every part of the redesign. So, anyway, I don't know. I want this. I know, Spy versus Spy shirt. Isn't that cool? It's a huge shirt. It's like more like a night shirt. But yeah. My dad got this for me. He found it at like a thrift store. Yeah. Isn't that the coolest freaking shirt ever? I love it. I love it so much. My sister and I were gonna dress as Spy versus Spy one year, and I don't know why. She doesn't really like Mad Magazine like I do, but I'm an addict. Like over there is like every Mad Magazine that I've ever bought. Yeah. And then like some old editions. I don't own every single Mad Magazine ever. It did stop printing and I did cry a little, but yeah. I was a little sad when they stopped. Because that was the only magazine that I bought like every single week. I mean every single month. And then they went to like every like 3 months, I think they went to, or quarterly or something. And I'm like, but yeah, Mad Magazine. Yep. I even have like old books, like old Mad books. I have a whole Mad Magazine shelf. But like my dad is always getting me like Mad Magazine books, and anytime he sees that stuff, because he knows I'm obsessed. Because I'm an addict. I love me some Mad Magazine. I have like a Mad Magazine board game. Yeah. I got a problem. I dressed as Alfred E. Newman one year for Halloween. It's good. It's good stuff. Good stuff. Anyway. It's random. But yeah. I love a shirt. Sometimes they put like the dates on shirts, but this one doesn't have a date. It has like the trademark thingy, but it doesn't say a date. Usually they put like a date on it, but it's an old shirt. But probably came with like a subscription, like if you bought, probably sent in for it. But my dad found it at a thrift store. He finds some cool stuff. But anyway. Why did I go on this tangent about Rainbow Crate? I don't remember. Oh, Jesus. Whew. Whew. You scared me, Drogo. Oh, yeah. Get that booty in my face. Get that booty in my face. I love you. I love you. You're such a good boy. Ouch. Your claws are not good. I do not like them. They hurt, Mommy. You're so cute, though. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. He's like, this is too much, Mom. He's like, oh, Mom. Oh, Mom. Oh, Mom. Oh, too much. Too much. Too much. Too much. Too much love. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Oh, yeah. We're talking about physical books and their beauty. Yeah, that's right. It reminds me. I definitely. Ouch. Okay. I lost my train of thought. Thanks, Drogo. Boop. Oh, this is all falling down. Great. Move that over here then. Will you stop? I want to write down to check for Rainbow. Yeah, that's right. Because I went to my email and then I saw about Owl Crate, and then I went to Rainbow Crate, and then I remembered Rainbow After Dark, and then I remembered the pretty covers. I remember the train of thought, the ADHD adventure. Your claws, they feel great. If it's your interest in random things, Mad is good as that. Yeah. Mad was just, I don't know. I just loved Mad magazine growing up. Like, it was just, I just loved it. I loved it. And it was something like my dad read when he was growing up. And then, like, so when I got into like the modern Mad, and like he started like looking for like the old books and for old like editions of the magazine, like whenever we'd like whenever we'd go to thrift stores or something, and he'd see like the old magazines, always pick me them up. And Cracked, but Cracked wasn't still in publication, so Mad was my go-to. And then like, yeah, and then they made the Mad TV show. Remember that? Like the like skit show. Yep. I do. I have some issues of Cracked. I have a couple issues of Cracked, but not nearly as many. They're hard to find. Cracked is hard to find. I used to listen to the Cracked podcast, which was like Cracked magazine's like website. They used to have a good podcast, but now they don't. Or if they do, I don't listen to it anymore. They used to have a good podcast. I used to like it because it was like the most random stuff, and it's like just random ass things, and I'm like, interesting. Snake or cattail? I know, right? Whew. It's like I want to pet him because he's cute and fluffy, but every time I pet him, he digs his claws in more because he's happy. It's like so hard. It's like, do I deal with the pain and pet the beautiful baby, or do I not touch you and not get to enjoy your fluffiness? But it hurts. The talons. Oh my god, it hurts. It hurts, buddy. Yeah, the live action show. Yeah, with the TV show. Yeah, I don't. Yeah, I used to like listen. I used to listen to it like religiously, like the Cracked podcast, but like, oh no, they still have. Oh no, that's old. That's a way old episode. Yeah, their last episode that they did was like in 2020. At least what I have here was in 2020. So I think they're done. I don't think they do it anymore. But I used to like it. It was like random stuff, and they do like politics and stuff too. But they still have like their website, but like I don't think they do. Yeah, I don't think they do the podcast anymore. At least it hasn't downloaded. At least, I mean, it might not have downloaded, but I'm pretty sure it would have downloaded the newest episodes. But they have like random stuff like 11 little known dumb details of big historical events. Stuff like that. Like the most random things. 5 infamous scandals with crazy details everybody forgot. Like stuff like that. I like that kind of stuff. It's just random, weird, like stupid things. Like it was just an interesting podcast. I used to listen to it religiously, but I don't listen to it anymore. The only podcast I listen to now is Office Ladies. I love Office Ladies podcast, but that's the only one I listen to now. That's another, but that one I listen to again. I listen to that like religiously, like every like week. Sometimes I get behind and then I have to like catch up, but oh yeah, need a good time having. I listen to them at work a lot of times, like or when I'm cleaning. But like I kind of swap them out for like audiobooks sometimes. Like sometimes I'm feeling like reading it, listening to an audiobook, and then sometimes like I don't know, I'll listen to the audiobook and I'll get distracted by what I'm working on, and like I don't know how a podcast is different, and like I can pay attention better when someone's like talking like that instead of like telling. I don't know. But sometimes I just swap out for whatever I'm in the mood for. But it's usually like when I'm work or when I'm cleaning. Or my two, like that's when I listen to anything, audiobooks or podcasts. I'm pretty good with audiobooks now. I didn't used to be, but like now that I have the Libby app and I can get all the, audiobooks for like free, like I started physically reading Bloodmarked, but then my hold, because I had a hold on it from Libby, just like on a whim, I put a hold on it because I'm like, there's no way I'm gonna get that hold. He likes the swingy. I'm trying to see if he can get his paw in the screen, but no. But the first book I like half read, half listened, and then so like when this audiobook came in, I'm like, okay. So now I've been listening to it, which I got a decent chunk done today at work because I think I was only like, I think I read like, where the hell was I? I think I got like this much done today, which is a decent chunk. Josh said to me, because I was listening to a little bit yesterday as well, but Josh doesn't understand how I can listen to it at like 2. I listen to it at a 2 because it's like goes faster. And he's like, I don't understand how you listen to it that fast. And I'm like, I don't know. It's like, I don't know. I get like, if I slow it down now, then it's like they're talking like this and it's too slow. He's like, well, how do you hear what's going on? How can you focus? I don't know. You just get used to it when you put it up. Not every time. Now it's just set at 2. So it'll just go off and it'll just go into 2. It does depend on like the narrator as well, I've learned. But I usually like right now, Bloodmarked is at 2. And like if I start it, I know exactly, like I can be at that speed like already. But yeah, when I started audiobook listening, when I first started, it was at a 1. And I'm like, how do people listen at a 2? Like, what the hell? I'm like, how do they know? Like, how do they? Because I was like Josh said, like, it's like, how do you even know what they're saying? I'm like, I would thought that same thing, but now it's like, yeah, you build up, and then like, but some stories I do like to listen to 1 if they're like, I don't know, if it's nonfiction. Usually I keep it at a 1. Sometimes I'll bump it up to like a 125 or 150, but like usually it's like stays at a 1. But no, usually it's a 2. It's a 2 usually. Then I fly through audiobooks. Like, I'm trying to think of like what I listened to on audio. I listened to a couple books on audio last month, but 1.5 is that's a good speed. That's good. It's right in the middle. Right in the middle. It's right, just, it's a nice speed. It's not too fast, not too slow. I listen to all of my lectures for school at a 2. Like, some of them, some people won't let you like they use a weird recording thing where you can't change like the settings and you can't change the playback speed. But I usually speed up. If it's available, I speed it up because Jesus. Lecture, some professors just go and go and go, and I'm like, oh my God. So I speed every lecture up. It gets turned to 2, and it's next thing you know, I have a 40-minute lecture done. Like, 20 minutes, like, bam, done. I was like, I can't stand listening to it at like 1. I'm like, oh God. And my one professor this semester, my one class, one of the ones I don't like, but he has lectures and he has PowerPoint lectures, right? But he doesn't give the slides. So like you can't print them out. But like a lot of like the slides are like questions for like the quizzes and like the midterm and stuff like that. And like, it's just annoying to have to go back to the lectures if you want to remember something or to take notes. Like my brain, I don't do the notes thing. No. So what I do is there's a snippet tool if you have Windows. There's a snippet tool. I only learned about the snippet tool because of where I work, like because I use it at work all the time. I didn't know it was the thing, and I hate that I didn't know. But like I use the snippet tool, and like I just snip like whatever they're talking about in the lecture, and I just copy it into a Word document because he didn't have the slides. Like my other professor like gives you the slides, and then you can just write on the slides, or you can print the slides out. I use the snippet thing. I use it for everything. But I use the snippet thing for when I made those little mini books things, my little mini books. I use the snippet tool. You just snip the picture of the books. I love the snippet tool. It is the best thing in Windows. It is so cool. But yeah, it's just like I don't know. It's just like, dude. So like that's what I do. I snip all of his lectures, and then I have his lecture slides because he doesn't give out the slides. It's so stupid. Like, what are you doing? All my reading incentive stickers going. You mean my writing ones? Those are my writing ones where I like had. Oh, I do the stickers on the calendar. They're going okay. I didn't buy like big stickers for myself yet. I technically did earn a big sticker, probably at least for January. I don't know. February I did write a little bit, but like I didn't do as good as I would have preferred. But I did do a lot more planning. I downloaded that what is it called? Scribe. Get out of here. What does this pop up? Why do I have like 30 Word documents open? Scrivener. I don't know what it's called, but I did end up downloading like the free trial of that, and I really like it a lot. I haven't upgraded yet though. I have 19 days to upgrade, and I think I'm going to. It's like $60, but I think it's worth it. Because I really like the layout of it. But I did a lot more. I did a lot. Yeah, they do. I did a lot more editing and a lot more planning than actual writing this past like 2 months. I don't know if I wrote at all. I wrote a couple scenes last month. So technically I deserve 2 stickers. But I haven't bought 2 stickers yet. So it's working all right. I do have a sticker for planning. I do. So like technically that counts towards working on my novel. I have a sticker for writing, I have a sticker for planning, I have a sticker for editing, research, and for if I read or watch something pertaining to it. Oh, so technically this counts. And then I also have like a Pinterest one. I think that's all my stickers. I also have like a Pinterest one. Like because for the Pinterest days, I use those days for when I'm like, I don't have any, like if I'm sick, then I just scroll through Pinterest because that's something easy I can do to like do for my novel or whatever. But these are like my stickers. I got my stickers. See, I got the little pirate lady. She gets if I actually write. And then I got this one. This one's my little research one. It's a little treasure chest. I got this cool little pirate ship one for if I use Pinterest. And I work in my Pinterest folder because, yes, I do have a mood board and all that crap. And then I got edit, and I use the swords for the edit because you can cut stuff out. Where's my little planner one? Ooh, I got a raven or a crow. That is not really pertaining to it at all, but I didn't want a parrot. I like crows better, so I picked a crow. That's for if I watch something or I read something pertaining to it. But anyway, and the planner one is a little map. It's a little map sticker. Map. That's the planning one. But yeah. See, I got stickers for everything. I got stickers for everything. They really do give me incentive. And I put them right there. Like they are right like above me. So like it forces me to like I work right here for every day. Well, not every day because I go in office some days, but like I work right here. So like I'll look up and I'll be like, okay, did I do any planning or did I do any writing? And I'm usually early to school on Thursdays because I have my classes on Thursday night. Well, one class on Thursday nights. And I'm always early, so I usually do a lot of like I play around in my app during like usually like a half hour before the class. So I do a lot of like editing when I'm in there and like some planning and stuff. So it counts. I'm making good use of my time. But yeah. I got stickers for all the things. But if I do good, like each month, I technically am supposed to give myself a big sticker. But I haven't bought any stickers yet, big stickers yet. But I think I'm going to. I'm going to. It was on my to-do list yesterday, but I didn't do it. But it's going. Why is his music so loud? God, the neighbor. I hate the neighbor. But why is it so cold? When did I turn this on? Oh yeah, this came in the owl crate the other day. Another blanket. That's what I need. Another blankie. But ooh, someone's bathing. Sansa. She's on top of the mountain up there. She tried to kill me in one of my videos. I don't know. Was it her? Or maybe no, I think it was Arya. I think it was my last video I did. I can't remember, but she tried to kill me. She knocked like those big, heavy, those two books like right on my head. Almost killed me, man. Almost died. Yeah, Orwell's essays. Yeah, it's that big red, that big red book there. And then Sherlock Holmes. Whew, scared the shit out of me. Yeah, because I think they were teetering over on this edge more. And she like stepped on them and whew, that could have been me. Yeah. Yeah, that could have been my head. And that scared the hell out of me. Arya's trying to kill me. Yeah, that big red. Yeah, that's Orwell's essays, a big one, which I haven't read obviously because it's fucking huge. I don't even know why I own it. Probably because it's cool and it looks like a big book. Probably because it's going to be the murder weapon used on me, and I want to make sure that everybody sees that it was the cats who did it. And then you got the Sherlock Holmes to help inspire you with how to solve my murder. It was the cats that did it. Spoiler alert. Right, Obi? Oh, you're so cute. Oh, buddy. Obi like is so sweet. He doesn't try to kill me in my sleep, do you, Obi? Good boy. You're mama's boy. Josh always comes up and like Obi is like all like lounged with me. He's like, how come she doesn't lay with me like that? I'm like, because I feed him. Cat's on the bookshelf, yeah. The cat's on the bookshelves with the books. It's the new clue game. It's the new clues. Clues. Aw, Arya's in the bowl. I think that's Arya. In the little there, little bowl. But anyway. What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? Drogo. My girls are sleeping. My boys are all up being restless. I don't know where Bane is. I filled out my lap card yesterday. I had 5 for 5. All 5 cats were on my lap at one point while I was working. Not at once, but like they rotated. But yeah, we did. Yeah. See, I knew I was going to like this book, but I was surprised that I liked it even more the second time. I think I'm biased because I'm in the pirating world all the fucking time now because it's like my whole life right now. But like, I think like, because I don't know if I ended up liking it way more. I gave it like 5 stars instead of 4 stars. So yeah, I liked it even more the second time around, which is exciting. I know we have last month was like a 5-star read too. Words. Yeah, because it was Last Fallen Moon, right? Moon? Last Fallen Star. Star was the first one. The second one was the moon one. Realm is the third one, right? I think. Oh my goodness. I know. And it gives me like even more incentive to continue. And now I'm really excited for book 3. Especially now that I know what it's in. Oh yeah, I'm excited for book 3 of that series too. Of the Last Fallen Realm. Yeah, that series is so good. That's such a good series. It is so I always tell people, like, my sister really likes Rick Riordan. And I mean, she likes like Percy Jackson. And I think I just read the 4th book in Percy Jackson, didn't I? Like last year. Last year was or was it this year? I think it was last year when I read the yeah. I think that's where I'm at. I think I read up to 4. And I think Percy Jackson's okay, but like it doesn't it doesn't compare to the imprints. like all the imprint books that I've read have been like pretty much 5 stars. I'm pretty sure most of them have been 5 stars. If not, then they've been 4.5 or whatever. But I think Percy Jackson's just okay. But it might be because, well, if you think about it, all the ones we've read have been from, I don't know, they've been from a girl's perspective instead. So maybe that's it. I don't know. Maybe because it's like different mythologies and like I'm so used to like the Greek and Roman. Is it Greek mythology? I don't know. Percy's okay. Like I don't hate it. It's still like a 4. I think I usually give it like a 4-star rating. It's good, but I don't know. I think the imprints are like so good. They're so good. No offense to Uncle Rick. But my sister, I'm always telling my sister that. That's where I was going with that story. I'm always telling my sister that, like, I'm like, you should read some of his imprints, because they're all really good. Because she hasn't read like any of the imprints or anything, but she's read Percy and I think she's read Magnus Chase. Yeah, she's read like that's the Rick Riordan stuff, but she's never read any of his imprints. And I always tell her, I'm like, the imprints, I'm like, they are like. Imprints on that series is just like I'm like Arushai, you have like that one. They have Tristan Strong, which I haven't read yet. They have that Gabby and Sal, which I have Tristan Strong, and I think I have the first Tristan Strong, and I have Gabby as well. I have the first book in that as well, but like I haven't read those yet. But I'm sure they're going to be phenomenal. I've heard nothing but good things. But like all of his imprint stuff is just I have yet to read one that like I hated. But I'm always telling my sister about that, but she's a Taurus. Getting her to do anything is like might as well be shoving an ox. And then like when she does do something, she ends up like you hype something up and you're like, you're gonna love this. And then she finally does eventually. She's like, oh my God, I love this. And I'm like, yeah, I've only been telling you to like read that for 20,000 years. She's just stubborn, she's just one of those. She's like, yeah, I'll get to it when I get to it, like you can't go into it too hyped up like about it, because then she'll just be like, oh, like kind of like come at it with like a certain. I try to bribe her because like she'll recommend things to me. Like she's my go-to usually for anime or manga. And like I, because of her, I like picked up number 6, and like that'll be my next series I go through. We were just talking about Death Note because I finished Death Note. I'm glad I finished it. Let's just say that much. I'm glad it's only 12 volumes. But to be fair, she didn't recommend that one. I don't think. I think I rented that from the library on my own. But she always recommends good, like, so yeah. So I do that. I always do that with her. If I want her to read something, I'm like, here, you read this, and I'll read this, and then she'll be a little bit more game. But it's like pulling teeth. It's definitely like she's a Taurus, and it shows. She's a Taurus, and it shows. It's like stubborn. Meanwhile, me as like a Gemini, I get overwhelmed when she like throws too many recommendations to me. Like I need just one at a time, and I need you to physically give me a book. Like you need to physically put it in my hands, or because I forget. And if I don't have it, which is like why I appreciate that the Kindle connects to my Goodreads, because I would forget like 90% of what I read. But like if I have the physical book, I'm more likely to read it when it comes to like stuff she recommends, because like she recommends so many things that my little Gemini ADHD brain just goes bleh and just like gives out on me, and just like it just glitches. So that's what we do. We bribe. I know there's so many to read. Yeah. It's like the only time that I kind of hope there's an afterlife. I don't believe in God or anything. I'm atheist, but like I want to believe that there's an afterlife just so I can read all the time. And most people would probably think that this really boring afterlife. But that's all I want. I just want to heaven is catching up on your TBR. Like heaven is finishing the books on your TBR. But that'll never happen because they just like heaven has bookshelf. Exactly. Like I just want there to be like an underworld. I just want to go to underworld. I want to chill with Hades and Persephone, and just like I'm sure Hades has like a sick library. I'm sure he does. And I just want to stay there. I just want to live. Just put my bed in there. Well, actually, I'm dead, so I don't need to sleep, right? So like, fuck it. I'll just stay in there. Do I still need to eat? No, because I'm dead. So like, just basically, I just want to haunt a library. That's it. But I want to be like a poltergeist. I want to be able to touch things. If I can haunt a library but I can't open the books, that's hell. That is the definition of hell. So I want to be able to touch the books. I've put a lot of thought into this, clearly. but anyway, it's a very unique perspective. I don't know. Yeah, could you imagine? That is hell. That is hell. Oh yeah, I think I've seen clips of like the one Twilight episode where he's like we're at the end, it's like he's like got all his books all around him and like everything else is like burned down. Was that Twilight episode? I forget. Twilight Zone episode. Twilight episode. I know what I'm trying to say. I haven't watched all of Twilight Zone, but I've seen. I was like starting to go through episode by episode, and then I got distracted by something else, as my brain does. And then we watched the new Twilight Zone. We watched the new ones, and I love those. But like, I was going through the old ones, but I forget where I'm at. And then like I was just watching whatever was on TV, and then it messed up, like whatever was live, and then it messed up my whole queue. What is something bite my elbow? There's like a bump there. I'm so distracted by every little thing. What bit me? Yeah, I remember that episode. Yeah. I don't remember it in detail, but I remember that scene at the end. Yeah, I don't think I've gone in chronological order. I tried, but then I just ended up watching whatever was like on, because it was like on one of the channels, like it's probably Sci-Fi, like just randomly, like every day. So I would just put it on while I would work. But I like the new ones, but yes, it was good. It just wasn't. I like the OGs, but it was good. Some of them were good. Some of them were episodes. They kind of reminded me of like Black Mirror episodes a little bit, but the same kind of style. Outer Limits. Oh, this. Oh, never watched Outer Limits. Yeah. Well, I'm kind of lately, especially with school and that, like my attention span is very much like we've been watching Modern Family lately, and that's like my attention span, like that kind of show, like a basically it's not a sitcom, but like that kind of show is where my attention span is at these days, especially with school. Like I just can't. And I like to sit and watch a show and read at the same time or scroll through my phone at the same time because my ADHD brain is like restless and I can't just sit and focus and watch it. Josh gets annoyed sometimes because he really wants to watch like a movie. And I'm like, no, I don't have the attention span for a movie. And he's like, but we're going to watch like 30 episodes of his show. And I'm like, I know it doesn't make any damn sense in my brain, but this is how it works. Yeah, yeah. I like rewatching stuff, like, and I like, well, Modern Family is new for us, but it's like an easy show to like we watched it from start, we're plowing through it, but it's very much like it's not like a difficult show to watch and also be doing something else at the same time, which is what I like. I like a show like that. I hate just having to sit there and like focus and like sometimes it's too much. But then sometimes I like to. It just depends on what mood I'm in. Depends on what mood I'm in. Yeah, exactly. Even if it's new, lots of episodes in. Yeah, yeah. And some shows are easy to watch and do other stuff for. Like some shows just have that kind of vibe that if you like miss one joke or something, it's fine. Like it's not the end of the world. You still know what's going on in the episode. I'm really good at like multitasking though. Like I can read while watching TV. It doesn't bother me. Josh gets annoyed by it. He hates it. But I can do both. Huh? Just got an email. Speaking of emails, your package will be returned because it was missing an address. What? Verify address. What is happening? I didn't get a package. Wait, is this real? Yes, this is the real website. Okay. Interesting. Whatever, I don't care. Sorry. I get distracted too easily, guys. Oh, I can't read and watch TV. I think it's the ADHD. I think it's the ADHD that is like I can read and do. I can't just sit there sometimes. It just gets I don't know. My brain gets really like fidgety. Like it's 100% the ADHD, but like sometimes I get like I don't know. And it's some days it's worse than others. Some days it's fine and I can sit and I can watch, but mostly it's like my brain sometimes just needs to be doing 3 different things. It's like I'm antsy. I don't know. Anyway, yes. We should definitely read book 2. Definitely. 100%. 100%. Might be a scam. Yeah, it probably is. That's why I didn't click anything else. I don't know though, because like I do have a PO box, so it might have been through them. But if it is the PO box, I can log on and check it. like directly on the website. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm not clicking what they sent, but yeah, I do have a PO box, but I doubt anyone sent me anything to my PO box because no one ever does. I just have a PO box just in case, but I never get anything in it but junk mail. Well, actually, I'll know because they probably would have sent something to my email as well. That wasn't an email, that was a text, which hey, my credit score went up though. I got a bonus today, guys. It's really random, but Trevor Noah's got a new book deal. Anyway. Yeah, I got a PO box, but no one ever sends me nothing. But I do have a PO box. I just burped. I'm so sorry. So attractive. So appropriate. I know I got a bonus. Yeah, it was like $700 or something. The guy, my boss is like, he's like, he wasn't gonna give me a bonus, but I just got a promotion, and I like I just got a promotion not too long ago, and they like, I don't know, they were trying to give they were giving the bonuses out to people who had been there for over a year. I had just met my year mark like last month. So, and technically Friday was the reunion of my last day at CVS. It's been a year since I've not worked at CVS, but because there was some overlap, but like he gave me the bonus and he's like, don't tell anyone. And I'm like, what? He's like, don't tell anyone because you're technically just met a year. And he goes, but you deserve the bonus, so I added you to the list of people who are getting bonuses. And I'm like, oh, okay. He goes, don't tell anyone. I'm like, okay, you don't have to tell me twice. Give me the money. And he's like, it's not that much. It's only like $700. And I'm like, that's $700 that I didn't know that I was getting. So I'm like, yeah. I'm like, gimme. Yeah. Or save. That's probably the better advice. Yeah. It'll just go into my bank account. Josh just had, I didn't even tell you guys, Josh just had his car totaled the other day, which it's been a year since mine was totaled, and someone totaled his like a couple weeks ago. Yeah, and he's been going through that, like the same thing that I'm going through, like that I went through with my car. Like, but he's having a hell of a time. Like his insurance is like they're going off of the guy's like his claim or whatever. It's a whole thing, and it's like a nightmare. Like he still hasn't had his car towed or anything. Like there's like I don't know what they're doing. I don't know what they're doing. But like there was a police statement and everything. So it's like I don't know how hard it is to just process the goddamn claim. State Farm, man. I will never use State Farm. Like Josh has ruined State Farm for me because this is like it's a whole thing. It's a whole thing. So he's been happy. I feel bad for him, but if anyone can relate, I can, because I went through that exactly a year ago. But I do love my car now. I love my vehicle now, like my new car, but like I don't like what I went through to get it. My car's a year old, by the way. It's a year old as well. Turned a year old last month. It's so old. It's got like 7,000 miles on it. But yeah. You seem happy. Oh, I am happy. Josh isn't happy, but I am happier. Yes. Yes, I am. I love my job. I love my job. And I leave my job smiling, which is weird. Very weird, but like yeah. And I just started doing more training because like, I got this promotion, so I'm doing more training now for more stuff, and I think I'm getting it. It's like everything is like tricky at first, and then I feel stupid, and then like usually that's how I feel with all this stuff because it's all computer stuff. And then like, once you learn the software, it's like, oh, this was easy. Now, I have been a hell of a lot happier. definitely. It's going to be crazy, like, when I don't have school as well, like, where I can just, like, not work. Like, it's gonna be wild. It's gonna be interesting. And maybe I can finally, like, actually get stuff, like my garden this year, maybe will actually be nice. I'm hoping that I have a good gardening year, but we will see. I was gonna go prep my garden, right? The other day, I was gonna go out to my garden and, like, prep it a bit, put down some cardboard and some pallets over the cardboard to snuff some of the weeds out and that, and get my plot ready. And then we got snow. So I'm like, I'm glad I didn't do that. But yeah, I'll read all the books, write all the books. Yeah, plan all the things. Yeah. Yeah. But now we have to deal with, like, Josh and his claim and all that stuff and figure out what's going on with his, if he ever, he's I'm sorry that you have State Farm. I'm sorry that you have State Farm. He's ruined State Farm for me. I will never get State Farm. Mm-hmm. Nope. I don't understand. Like, I have Progressive and I pay probably more than I should. I probably should shop around for insurance, but you know what? Like, looking at how this is being handled, like, and how easy my claim was handled, yeah, I don't see myself switching. Like, yeah. Because it's literally the same situation, because, like, someone totaled his parked car while he was sleeping, just like I was sleeping when someone totaled my parked car. Same exact thing. Same exact violation, and police report. Same exact everything, but, like, different insurance companies. And I'm telling you, I don't think I would ever get State Farm. Like, and it might not be that. There might be some other things. Like, they're going off of his claim, the guy's claim, but the guy's not answering his phone. So, like, they can't process the claim. So they have to wait, and they have to, like, do, like, 4 tries to reach him or something. And I'm like, why can't you just process your own claim? Because it's your car, and you need to get that process started. Like, your car hasn't even been towed yet. So why can't they do that? And I'm like, but they're saying that they can't because it's tied in with hit. I'm like, I'm like, nope. I'm like, when my car was, like, totaled, they were, like, nagging me, where they were like, okay, we're coming to tow it. And I'm like, I'm at work. I can't. Like, can you guys give me a minute? And they called me, like, every day, and Josh, like, has to call them to nag them. And it's like, I'm like, no, they were calling me, like, every day, my claim. Like, my insurance companies were calling me, like, every day to check up and to go through the process again and to make sure, like, so I'm like, I pay more for Progressive for sure, but I don't think I'm gonna switch. I don't know how Geico is. I've never had Geico, but it's just. Oh, you need to replant your pots. I have a plant at work that I got for free. I don't know how it just keeps getting taller, but it's not that tall. It's like this tall, but it started out this tall. But I have a plant at work that's like, I need to repot it probably. It's starting to, like, grow out of its thing, but I got to find a cute pot to put it in. But yeah, I don't know, Josh, poor Josh. But yeah, he's dealing with all that, and it's a nightmare. But anyway, I don't know how we got there. Anyway, we should plan a time for happy things, for bookish things. What are you doing? Obi, you're in bed already. It's like, oh my goodness. Yeah, it's so stressful. I feel bad for him, but I went through that, but I did not have to deal with, like, the hoops he's driving through. Terrible. The hoops he's jumping through. It's just like, I'm like, I would have spazzed. I'm like, I would have been really nasty probably to someone at this point. And I'm really nice to people on the phone, like, when I have to do those those stupid calls and stuff. Like, I'm like, customer service people, I'm, like, overly nice to them. because I know what it's like to work like customer service. But like, I told him, I'm like, I would have been nasty by now. Like, I don't think I would have been able to help it. I would have turned into a Karen. This whole situation would turn me into a Karen. It's like, you should not have to chase people down. It's like their job. Like, you literally pay money for them to do this. But anyway, when do you want to read? I don't have any plans in April at all. Like I said, like Thursdays are always off limits because of my night class. But other than that, I don't have any plans. I don't have any plans. Easter's in April. Duh. Yeah, don't have anything. There was a book chat on, but that's Saturday. There's a book chat on the 1st for, do I have a physical book? Hold on. There's a book chat with this author and I forget the other one, but I have to share it in my Insta stories or something. But there's a book chat with her, and this was my favorite book last month. So much so that I bought a physical copy. But that's on like the 1st of April, and I'm like so excited because I wanna chat about this book. I'm obsessed with this book. But anyway, sorry, that's random. The 11th. Hey, the 11th. That works for me. I'm trying to like type daughter of the Pirate King. No, daughter of the Siren. And chain. No, that's not how you spell siren. That is not how you spell siren. Girl, get help. And change it to blue because the book is blue. Because I want to. And 7. Same time. It's in. Ow. It's in. Anyway. Yeah. Same time, same place, same station. Hopefully, I will have survived midterms by then. Actually, I only have one midterm left. I have a midterm on Friday that I'm dreading because I haven't even like studied for or prepped for or anything, and I'm hoping that it uses like the lockdown browser. I don't know if you guys know what the lockdown browser is, but it's like it makes it so that way you can't do anything else. And I'm hoping sometimes the professors will make you use the camera for that. And I'm hoping that this professor doesn't and that the test can technically be open book because I want to cheat. That sounds terrible. But I don't like the class. And open book tests are just as good as memorization tests. Open book tests are great for people with ADHD. You know, like open book tests are where it's at. Like my other professor for my one class, like I don't really like the class topic, but like I like the professor. She teaches in a very ADHD friendly, but all her exams are all open book. And I like do so much better in her class. And like I remember stuff better in her class. And like when you have me do like exams that aren't open book, I do terrible. Like, well, not terrible, but memorizing doesn't work. And then I just delete it out of my brain afterwards because like I don't have the like I don't know. Yeah, exactly. We live in an open book world. Exactly. Open book is how all exams should be. Just saying. And I think they've done like studies where like open book is like proven to be a better teaching method, like than just memorization. Because memorization, it's just like you're not actually learning anything, you're just memorizing it, but you're not actually learning anything. Whereas open book, it's like You are learning how to find the information and to access the information to get what you do need to solve the question. And I feel like an open book, like that's what we do every day, you know? Like we have a problem, we find the solution. Not we memorize what the solution will be, you know? No, that's not how life works. But anyway, thanks for coming to my TED Talk about why tests should all be open book. Anyway, okay. It's been 2 hours. I'll let you guys go. I should probably go to sleep. Although I've been drinking coffee now, so I've been schooled. Been schooled about how school should be. But anyway, I hope it's not lockdown. I hope it is lockdown browser, but I hope it's not like with the camera. Like the lockdown browser makes it so you can't go to other websites. You can't bring up websites and stuff, but it's like you could just do it on your phone instead and then so I'm hoping he doesn't use the camera aspect of it, because then it like records you while you're working. And if you like look away, it stops your exam and it records like that you looked away. It's a whole thing. It's stupid. But anyway, you guys have a good night. I hope it goes well too. Yes, I hope Josh's car stuff I hope Josh's car stuff goes smoothly too. We'll see. We'll see where we're at next month. But it has been fun as always. I would try to be more critically thinking for the next book because I haven't read it already. But I didn't have that much to say about this one besides I love it. Because it was a reread. But now I have all new things to ponder. But anyway, more pirate adventures. Anyway, I will see you guys next month. Oh, so far away. Pirates. Farewell. Bye. Bye. I gotta go. Oh, my kitties are all sleeping. Bye.